If you're looking for IG or not Astra Militarum models, Victoria Miniatures has you covered.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com, and we have another batch of amazing looking Astra Militarum, or excuse me, not Astra Militarum, Imperial Guard miniatures to look at from Victoria Miniatures. They sent over another batch of these wonderful boutique resin. You could almost say models from yesteryear, but they're still relevant today. Sizing, proportions, fluff, lore, everything out there that you're probably looking for, and something different for your guards, men and women. Well, they probably have something for you. So let's jump over to their website and take a look. So like I said last time, victoriaminiatures.com is a great looking website. It's actually very technologically advanced as far as like the layout and everything. It resizes for your browser. I got it kind of pegged in here, but it's a little bit bigger. Remember, you can't see it because my stupid face is in the way, but right behind this stupid face is a drop down for currency conversion. They're not gonna, rake you over the coals on any fake inflation or arbitrage, as they call it in the business. So scrolling down, you can see the new Kangaroo APC tank that's out now, miniature of the month. I think they still have the free $100 US shipping kind of deal going as well, but don't quote me on that. I thought I just saw it pop up. And then you get into the nitty gritty of the site, which is kind of everything. They got upgrade bits. The whole sets that they sell over here are also available down here in upgrade bits as well. You got your tanks, you've got your character models, which we're going to cover in a separate video. You got the BFG and artillery pieces that have all sorts of weapon teams and such. So lots of cool stuff in here. You really got to dig through it. But today we're going to take a look at the regiments of the galaxy's finest. Now, these are miniatures. You can see right here by the price. They're not cheaper than GW Plastic, but what they offer is something different. They're going to be cheaper than Forge World if you think about it, and they're also going to give you options that you can't get from main manufacturers like Games Workshop. So you're going to be able to get not Arcadian alternates that kind of look like Starship Troopers, and we'll look at that here in a second, but also some kind of lady looking models for the Arcadian Guard. Now, Victoria, she told me, she's like, hey, this is one of my best sellers. People want lady models in their armies, apparently. And, it's not surprising because for 20 years now, we've had the same plastic models available from Games Workshop, and it's about time for a change. Maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't, but either way, I'd be very surprised if we still didn't see the same kind of miniatures fluff-wise out there. And of course, they got the not Gaunt Skos, then they got, the not Abhumans and all sorts of things on down the line. We're going to look at the Penal Legions. There's two different versions, one with guard, one with close combat. We're going to look at the Arcadian Guard, but let's just go in real quick and we'll show you the typical 10-man, how it breaks down the 10-man unit real quick. So $50 US, like I said, not cheaper than plastic, so just be aware, but potentially more better looking. You can pick which weapons you want right here. They're all compatible, and I'll show you a couple of different weapon options when we put models together. But you get lots of cool stuff. You get, your standing legs, your armored torsos, you get some packs and different things, grenade pouches, small ammo pouches, canteens. I probably won't glue all that stuff on, but just to give you an idea of how it looks, of course. Oh, that one's really small. Just to give you an idea of kind of how it looks, here are the miniatures. And like I said, they're very Starship Trooper looking as well as Arcadian Guard. These have some different rifles on them, but here you can see they've got, you can get the rolled up sleeve arms if you want, or you can just go with the traditional weapon arms and then pick up one of these right here. And that's pretty much standard for most of them. The Penal Legion is set in the weapons they're holding or the close combat weapons they're holding, but all the rest of the variants, I think for the most part, except for the not Mordians that are standing and the firing line, are going to have their guns attached as well. So let's jump to the table, show you how these look unboxed, and then put them together as well. So here's the Arcadian Guard squad all laid out, and like I said, you get a lot of options in here. A lot of it is, if you get the 10-man squad, which we have right here, a 10-woman squad, you're going to get doubles of the leg sets, the torso sets, the weapon arms. Remember, there's ones with the guns attached that we showed you with the rolled up sleeves, but that's not this. Then all the packs, and you're gonna get doubles of that, and then the sergeant upgrade with the chainsword, pointing finger, las pistol, some canteens right here, some small packs, and some large. Actually, these might be grenades. I didn't even look. Yeah, those are some sort of. These are some sort of. I wouldn't say fragmentation grenade, but definitely a grenade. That's pretty neat. Those are the canteens right there. So lots and lots of upgrade packs here. And I mean, the detail looks great. You do have to take care when you're snipping these off the sprue. But for the most part, you can always remember, always use, if you feel like you're getting to a delicate part, which none of these really seem to be here, you can always attach a little bit of blue tack and it's just kind of cut through the other side. And what that's going to do is going to give you that extra strength and not adhere to the resin. Of course, you need to wash this in cold soapy water, some dish soap, give or take, you know, just to get all the mold release and everything off. There's 11 different helmets and one open helmet right there. You can see some of the facial detail, which all looks very, very cool. And then this is the Sergeant upgrade sprue with a chain sword, little, what is that? Peak cap, I guess it's called. I'm actually not sure. And no helmeted head right there, pointing figure like you said, and las pistol looks like it's holstered. Yep, definitely holstered. Very, very cool stuff. And then the torsos themselves right there, and you know, that's going to size up correctly to, you know, the male versus female anatomy kind of thing. The females tend to be a little bit smaller, and we'll show you that here in a second. We're going to put one together. I don't have the weapon options out here, but remember, there's a whole bunch of different weapon options you can get. I'm going to show you two different ones and how they're interchangeable. And here you can see the assembled model. Like I said, I left off all the pack and everything just so you could see all the detail, but remember, you can put on the little ammo pouches and the canteens and stuff on here, and they really start to kind of fill out. It's a little bit more detail to paint. It's optional. Me personally, I probably wouldn't do it because I hate painting extra stuff, but I think it really rounds out the model for sure. So there she is, and you can kind of see there's the option for the gun here, and you're probably like, hey, what's going on with this? Why isn't there just a gun there? Well, way back in the day, this is how models used to come. Even Space Marines, you used to have to cut the stock of the rifle, or excuse me, the butt end of the rifle, and potentially the handle as well, that it would fit on the model. And it's kind of crazy. I know it sounds weird in 2019 right now, but this is actually how a lot of Games Workshop models were manufactured and came. So, well, I knew that was going to happen. So here's how it looks with, wow, I just can't get it right here. There's a couple of different las rifles. This is the first one right here. And maybe it'll stay. Nope, gravity's doing its gravity thing, so just give you an idea of how it's going to look right there. And it goes right into holsters. You know, some of them looking down the barrel, some of them aren't. But what's really cool about the measurements and the design of these miniatures is that no matter which one you put in here, from the crazy looking Halo gun ones, to this, you know, basic las gun looking one, or sniper rifles and such, they're probably all going to fit, which is kind of neat and definitely makes sense. So now, how does she compare to something like a Deathcore Kriegsman? Or even we have another model right here, which I'll show you at the end, how they all compare. And right there, you're going to see that they scale up to at least the Forge-rolled resin models quite nicely. As far as GW goes, well, the Plasticadians are definitely sizably bigger than the Deathcore Kriegsmen, so the size will match up just fine. You'll be able to pick out, hey, that's a lady. And next up is going to be the Border World Rangers, aka the Not Gaunt's Ghosts. And here you can see the 10-man squad and all the stuff that comes with different heads, torsos. I think I guess it does come with male Arcadian legs, huh? I didn't think about that. Ammo pouches, universal Baer rifle arms, canteens, bayonets, lemon grenades. That's what they are. They're lemon grenades. Duh. Everybody knows that. Here's the layout of the components, which we're not going to show you because we just showed you the other way. And, well, to be honest, it's kind of redundant. But you can definitely get an idea here in the picture how they look. Now, you're going to get, this actually only comes with 10 heads. I don't know what that, sometimes they give you an extra head with the little sergeant and stuff that comes in there. So I'll have to check the pack just to be sure. But you can see all the pouches, packs, lemony grenades, and canteens and stuff. Well, that is the sergeant upgrade. Well, I don't know. I guess they just come with that many models. And of course, you can equip them with whichever version of a gun you want right there. You can kind of see they've got special weapons, normal weapons, pretty much everything under the sun for all your purging needs right here. So let's take a closer look at the one that we put together already for you. And there he is right there. Again, doesn't have a weapon in his arm because, well, you gotta choose your own weapon. It's like choosing your own adventure, but with a weapon. Great looking cape on the back right there. You can see the Arcadian legs and the torso, which is going to be specific to this model there. And the arms as well. Great looking sculpt on the head. Very Big Lebowski almost, I feel like, right there. That's the vibe I'm getting. May or may not be on purpose. I don't know. Maybe I just start seeing things and, well, everything's just looking like something else at this point in my life, I suppose. Anyway, so enough about me. Let's talk about some las guns. So there is the standard las gun. Let's see if we can get it to stay. All right, we got it to stay, although it's not completely placed correctly, but it's good enough. And there you can see he looks great. This one's probably a little bit more robust and sci-fi grimdarky. Let's see if we can get it to stay. Yeah, we're doing stuff. We're cooking with fire today. Look at that. Look at that sweet gun right there. Looking great. And I guess I missed a prime opportunity. Hey, that's just your opinion. And there's how he compares to the lady model right there, which definitely sizes up correctly as far as sizing and such. Although she is a little bit more armored, so she appears bulkier, but anatomy-wise, it's looking correct. Back to the browser we go to show you our last squad we're going to take a look at today. These are the Penal Guards. So you're going to have a close combat squad and a las rifle, or just a standard 10-man squad right here, which definitely makes sense. Now, these are models that may not be as useful in Warhammer 40k if that's what you're using them for right now, but you could use them for a lot of different things. I mean, zombies in Age of Genestealer cults. You could use them as acolytes, because sometimes those are kind of hard to get a hold of, especially like the mortars and such. So there's a lot of different play here for what you need right here. Conscripts, things like that. Not exactly as prevalent 2 years into Warhammer 40k 8th edition, but still kind of cool. Maybe you feel like you need to round out your stuff. Now there's an example Silence of the Lambs Penal Legion guy right there, which looks great. But I just want you to see a couple of different versions you can do. There you can kind of see, I don't know why they have that in there, but either way, here they are. Okay, so you're definitely gonna have a custodian, which is kind of like the sergeant kind of dude, I guess they call him. And when it comes to parts, you're going to have very similar parts between the two squads. Remember, there's ones with las guns, where ones with weapon arms, ones with close combat weapon arms, which you see right here. They're all going to have the same basic layout of things. Sergeant torsos, legs, you're not going to have the close combat arms, but the different shivs and different things. You're not going to have a whole lot of pack and different things. So you're just going to it's kind of basic, but that's kind of the appeal to it, right? It's not exactly something you can get out there either, so this might be an option for you. However, like I said, they're $50. They're not cheaper than plastic, but they are what they are. Cool looking boutique miniatures. And real quick, let's jump over to the Penal Legion weapon arms. So the only thing really different between the two sets is these arms right here, which of course you can purchase all these things separately, and it's a different part of the store. But we're going to take a look at these models put together right now. And there is our close combat weapon Penal Legion prisoner mans right here. Now, I really like these miniatures. They got really cool looking chains. Obviously a jumpsuit. They have some sort of collar right here. Sometimes the chains hang off the collar, but it's exactly what you would expect. Tattered shirt, kind of jumpsuit, bare feet, close combat arm, las pistol, and a really, really stupid face. Because let's face it, they're criminals. They probably don't get taken care of as well, especially in the far future right there. Like I said, makes great zombies, all sorts of different things you can do with them. And then here is, I kind of wish we had used the Silence of the Lamb head, but we didn't. Here's another one, and you can kind of see how you can get the Genestealer flavor on these guys too. They kind of look a little Genestealer culty, which isn't too bad. And then you can see this guy's got boots. He's special. Pants, chained. I guess his arms, his arms are still chained together, even though he has a weapon right there. So either way, great looking detail, very cool looking stuff, exactly what you would expect. And scale wise, well, here's how they kind of line up to the Kriegsmen, which definitely makes sense. They're kind of ish about the same. You can see a little bit of droop on the last gun right there. We're putting that under hot water for like 2 seconds, pushing it up, hitting it with cold water. We'll fix that right away. Sometimes there is going to be, when you're getting these things from Australia, There's going to be a little bit of warpage, but not too bad. I mean, this is probably the most noticeable thing I've seen so far out of all of these kits we've gotten. So that is it for this one. We unboxed and reviewed 4 of the great resin miniature kits from Victoria Miniatures. You can definitely check out all of her offerings over there at victoriaminiatures.com. Like I said, great shipping deals, new products, miniature of the month, so many good things going on over there. Check them out for all of your not Astra Militarum model needs. Tons of stuff over there. We'll be getting to a lot more of their tanks, their weapon teams, all sorts of things in the near future. But this is what we got on deck right now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all of our videos.